I personally, I was thinking about for myself, what did I want to do different? And one of the things that this period is teaching all of us is that, we have to become the best version of ourselves, and we have to live our lives, and we have to really think about how. If you find yourself behind on your dreams and your goals in life, I'm going to ask you to get off your ass and keep watching this video. Because the marketplace has changed. Technology in the form of the Internet of Things, the cloud, mobile communication devices has transformed the marketplace and has ushered in a brand new economic period. Launching this podcast in the fourth quarter of 2021, right? And we are a little bit under 2 years in the quarantine, the pandemic, or whatever it is that you want to call it. And obviously, the marketplace is coming back. People are getting back out there. There's a whole host of conversations around the solutions to getting back to business and getting back to normal. And there's a lot of robust debates taking place. And I personally, I was thinking about for myself, what did I want to do different? And one of the things that this period is teaching all of us is that we have to become the best version of ourselves, and we have to live our lives, and we have to really think about how we're living our lives. So I once read someplace that if you can find a way to serve in life and have that way be the thing that source your life, you would have discovered bliss. So one of the things that I don't want to have any regrets. And this podcast and a couple others have lived inside of me for some time now. And, and I just wanted to make sure that I got it out. I just wanted to make sure that I could convene a conversation and really, talk to folks who are listening about some of the things that they might be thinking about themselves, about the marketplace, about other people, about the world, about their future. And so the podcast is really about where we are right now and who we have to become. Like, we have to become the best version of ourselves, and we have to become a person of value in the marketplace if we're going to have the future that we want, because the marketplace has changed. The world has changed. There's all this talk of a new paradigm or a new normal, and I don't really know what that is. I just know that everybody is faced with different challenges, different opportunities, and are posed and presented with a different set of choices, and all of us, no matter where you fall on that spectrum, we have to sort of pull the trigger on those choices and those opportunities, and we have to face and confront those challenges, right? And we have to make some tough decisions in terms of how we move forward, for our lives and for ourselves, and that's why I wanted to create this podcast and the everything that comes with it, right? So there's also the Fire Your Boss You courses at fireyourbossyou.com. But essentially, this is about the fact that the marketplace has changed. And when I say fire your boss, I am literally talking about, yes, if you're working in a job that's holding you back, it's not giving you the sense of financial freedom, the opportunity to earn the money that you want. That there's more out there. That you're capable of more. Maybe you shouldn't be at that job, and maybe you should fire your boss. But so it's about that. But it's also about anything that's holding you back, that's limiting your potential, limiting your ability to earn, limiting your ability to grow, and to really excel and win your championship in life. So that could be a job, it could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be a way of thinking, it could be a way of being, it could be just about anything, right? The idea is that we have to confront those things, and we have to eliminate them from our lives, right? And we have to change. So ultimately, this is about change, right? And and for a lot of us, that's really confronting, right? Change is not something that that most of us as human beings that we really embrace well. We like normalcy. We like routine. And it said that we're creatures of habits, and we've been conditioned a certain way to think about work, to think about job. But with everything that's happening in the world right now, all of that has changed, and how we respond to the change, and how we respond to the challenge that change posed for us, it means everything. Right? It means everything. So for me, I wanted to convene this conversation, and in upcoming episodes, I just want you guys to continue, to check this out and listen and share if you guys like anything that you guys hear in subsequent episodes that's coming. I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and register and share this with your friends on social media. We check out our YouTube channel and really, like it, like our videos, and kind of like support the cause, so to speak, because there's no way we're going to be able to put this content out on a consistent basis and to improve it, and to convene the conversation and build a community of folks who are really taking control of their lives and really kind of like creating their future right now, because no one is coming to save us, and that's I guess I want to end it there, because I think that's at the root of all this. So this is Osiris J. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to have you guys listen to any episode of the Fire Your Boss You podcast. And, like I said, if you like what you hear, go ahead and share this with your friends on social media. And also, I believe that there's a Patreon channel that will be up on our YouTube channel, on YouTube. Go ahead, if you receive value from this, go ahead and make a donation that's equivalent to the value that you believe that you've received. All right, thank you.
I'm Osiris James, and I just want to say thank you guys for checking out my video as usual. If you like anything that you hear in this video, I'm going to ask you to hit the subscription button up top, and I'm probably going to ask you to register in my webinar a little bit later, how to create one high-paying job for yourself and become a digital entrepreneur. That process, it changes you. Right? You can't be the same person from where you conceive the idea to where you actually produce the idea. You're two different persons. If you don't have those skills, you're going to have to go out and learn those skills. And that's a process of growing and developing, because you can have a great idea. You can be sitting in your room right now and you are a programmer and you have this great idea. How are you going to be able to, to get a customer to buy in, to get an investor to buy into your idea, right? If you don't know how to go out there and pitch your idea, if you don't know how to go out there and motivate people to come along with you, I'm going to give you the blueprint on how to do exactly that. How do you find those customers? How do you schedule those appointments? How do you get those leads? How do you go about generating more sales? I want you to check out the webinar. Hit the subscription button, and I'm going to ask you to register in the webinar, and I will see you on the other side.